Acasis Mac Mini docking stations are designed to unlock the full potential of your desktop by expanding connectivity, adding high-speed storage options, and keeping your workspace clean and organized. With premium aluminum construction, fast data transfer, and seamless integration, these docks are the perfect companion for any Mac Mini setup. Here are the top 4 Acasis Mac Mini docking stations to consider in 2026. Links to all products are mentioned in the description below. Let's get started at number 4, Acasis M002 Pro Mac Mini Docking Station. So you just bought the new Mac Mini M4 or M4 Pro, but you're already hitting a wall with storage or display limitations. Enter the Acasis M002 Pro. This isn't just a basic hub, it's a massive 40 Gbps workstation expansion wrapped in an aluminum shell that matches your Mac perfectly. The absolute biggest reason to get this is the dual bay M2 SSD enclosure. It supports up to a massive 16 TB of total expansion, but the secret sauce is its built-in hardware RAID functionality. You get 4 modes: default, JBOD, RAID 1 for a flawless mirror backup of your critical data, or RAID 0. If you pop in 2 identical M2 drives in RAID 0, the single 20 Gbps drive speed combines into a screaming fast 40 Gbps throughput. For 4K video editors or 3D rendering artists, this completely eliminates storage bottlenecks. It also lets you unlock true triple display productivity. By utilizing the dual display ports on the back alongside your Mac Mini's built-in HDMI or Thunderbolt port, you can drive 3 independent screens. The DP ports support a single monitor at a high refresh 4K 144Hz or dual 4K monitors 60Hz. Just one quick heads up for power users. Because of shared bandwidth, if you are running dual DP monitors, your RAID 0 SSD RAID speeds will dip slightly from around 2400 MB down to 1600 MB. Honestly, for day-to-day editing, you'll barely notice it, but it's worth noting. Up front, Acasis packed in the ports we actually miss on the Mini. You get 3 ultra-fast 10 Gbps USB-A 3.1 ports. They easily power MIDI controllers or let you dump a 4K movie from an external drive in about 30 seconds. Right next to them are Pro-grade SD and TF 4.0 card readers. With transfer speeds up to 312 MB, you can offload raw footage from your camera and drone simultaneously without hunting for a single dongle. Backed up by a solid $30 PD power delivery system to keep those drives stable, the M002 Pro turns the Mac Mini into an absolute monster desktop. Pros: blazing fast 40 Gbps video editing speeds, dual bay storage matrix, unlocks high productivity triple monitor rigs. Cons: bandwidth overhead, drop under max system load. Number 3, Acasis M001 Pro Mac Mini Docking Station. The new Mac Mini M4 is an absolute powerhouse, but Apple's storage upgrade prices are still highway robbery. If you want to expand your storage and ports without breaking the bank or ruining your desk sit-up, this is the Acasis M001 Pro. It's a 1:1 original mold designed to sit perfectly under your Mac Mini, complete with anti-slip padding to keep your gear safe. The absolute headline feature here is the storage. This thing houses dual NVMe SSD slots, supporting up to a massive 16 TB of expandable storage. If you run it in RAID 0, you're looking at blazing fast speeds up to 28 and 69 MB/s. It completely deletes any storage anxiety for video editors and creators. If you're a multi-monitor power user, you're going to love this. Alongside your Mac Mini's built-in ports, this dock lets you run dual or triple displays simultaneously. The dual display ports can drive a single screen at 4K 144Hz for buttery smooth scrolling, or dual 4K monitors at 60Hz. To keep everything stable, Acasis includes a dedicated 30W PD power adapter. This is crucial because it ensures your drives and displays don't randomly disconnect due to power starvation. If you ever do run into a display flicker while overloading the ports with other peripherals, just swap in a beefier 65W brick and you're golden. Up front, you get 3 10 Gbps USB-A ports for your legacy gear and super fast Pro-grade SD and TF 4.0 slots. For photographers and videographers, That means transferring footage at up to 3 MB directly into your timeline. Because dual SDs can get incredibly hot, the entire chassis is crafted from premium aluminum alloy with side vents. It features dual silent cooling fans that kick on automatically, keeping the temperature capped at a safe 60 degrees, even under heavy workflows. You get everything you need right in the box, including a 40 Gbps cable, thermal pads, and screwdrivers. If you bought an M4 Mac Mini and regret not upgrading the storage, skip Apple's and grab this instead. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Pros: dual SSD bays with RAID support, high bandwidth, multiple display support, and comprehensive port selection. Cons: potential bandwidth balancing and audible fans. Number 2. Acasis 8-in-1 Mac Mini docking station. If you bought a base modest Mac Mini, you already know the two biggest headaches: Apple's brutal pricing for factory storage upgrades and the lack of front-facing ports. The Acasis 8-in-1 docking station is designed specifically to fix both of those problems in one clean setup. Design-wise, it hits the mark perfectly. It matches the exact footprint of the Intel M1 or M2 Mac Mini, sitting cleanly underneath or right alongside your machine. It looks like it belongs on a clean desk, no drivers required, completely plug and play. The biggest selling point here is the built-in NVMe M2 SSD slot underneath. Instead of paying Apple hundreds of dollars for extra storage, you can slide a standard 2230 to 2280 NVMe drive right into the dock. It supports up to 8 TB. Because it links via a 40 Gbps host connection, it doesn't feel like a sluggish external drive. It handles heavy-duty tasks like 4K video editing, massive media libraries, or automated time machine backup smoothly. Most cheap hubs share a single tiny pool of bandwidth, which causes bottlenecks when you plug in multiple devices. The Acasis handles data differently. The data ports. You get 2 USB-A and 1 USB-C port, all running at a dedicated 10 Gbps USB 3.2 Gen 2. For creators, the front features SD and TF 4.0 card readers, reaching speeds up to 312 MB. That's perfect for transferring large raw photo batches directly from your camera. Display. The back includes a 4K 60Hz HDMI port for crisp secondary monitor expansion. The hidden hero of this dock is the dedicated power delivery PDM interface. High-speed NVMe drives draw a lot of power. If you rely purely on the max bus power, drives can occasionally drop out or experience data corruption during massive file transfers. By feeding direct independent power to the dock through its PD port, your storage stays rock solid, stable, and completely safe. Pros: blazing 40 Gbps pro-grade data speeds, massive 16 TB dual bay capacity with RAID 1 Secure It, unlocks triple monitor productivity. Cons: bandwidth balancing slowdowns under full system stress. Number 1 and the winner is Acasis M001-New Mac Mini docking station. Apple's redesign of the Mac Mini M4 is a marvel of engineering. But let's be honest, the base storage upgrades are still highway robbery, and the rear I/O is pretty sparse. That's where the Acasis M001-New docking station comes in. Built with a 1:1 original mold to sit seamlessly beneath your M4 Mini, this aluminum enclosure promises to transform your tiny desktop into a full-fledged workstation. Let's look at whether it lives up to the hype. The absolute killer feature here is the dual-bay M2 NVMe storage slot. It accommodates 2 drives for a massive maximum capacity of up to 16 TB. If you use identical drives, you can configure them via software into RAID 0 for blazing speeds up to 917 megabytes per second, or RAID 1 if you want mirrored secure backups. It's a game changer for video editors or music producers who work out of external libraries. Acasis also thoughtfully included an external 30-watt power delivery adapter. This ensures your high-performance drives don't randomly disconnect or bottleneck your Mac's internal power supply. Just note, it is not hot swappable. Never pop an SSD out while the unit is turned on. Around the chassis, you get a clean layout of much-needed legacy connections. The front gives you 3 USB-A 3.1 ports, pushed to 10 Gbps speeds, alongside dedicated SD and microSD card slots that top out at 104 megabytes per second. It makes offloading camera footage incredibly straightforward. For monitor layouts, the The onboard HDMI port handles a smooth 4K resolution at 60 Hz. When combined with your Mac Mini's built-in Thunderbolt ports, unlocking a clean multi-screen workflow for multitasking or timeline tracking becomes effortless. Because high-speed NVMe drives naturally generate a ton of heat, the aluminum alloy design incorporates physical side vents and two active internal cooling fans. They do a stellar job keeping the hardware below a safe 60 degrees during heavy write cycles. The trade-off is noise. The twin fans sit around 52 decibels when spinning full tilt. In a silent room, you will notice a steady hum, but it's a tiny price to pay for hardware longevity. The Acasis M001-New is essentially the missing puzzle piece for the M4 Mac Mini. It avoids the clutter of external drive enclosures and dongle adapters by creating a stable, unified base. If you want Mac Studio-level expansion and massive storage flexibility without paying Apple's exorbitant tier pricing, this is an essential upgrade for your desk setup. Pros: massive dual-bay storage headroom, bypasses the bottom power button access issue, external self-power safeguard grid. Cons: independent constant power drive state. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss our latest tech reviews and updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.